Yo, what's up? What's up? It's the Hungry Millennial back again with yet another proactive pragmatism. On this proactive pragmatism, I'd like to talk to you about avoiding extremes. And so, one very, very huge thing lately that, it's culturally becoming a bigger conversation is mental health. And so, I feel like a major part of mental health, and it's been a part of my mental health, is being realistic and being honest with myself and understanding that I have room for improvement with a lot of things. And we all have room to improve. And so, I want you to start avoiding extremes. And when it comes to avoiding extremes, I mean avoiding black truths and avoiding white lies. It's the difference between being too blunt or being too appeasing. And, one of those things where we want to, create a regulatory community of people that we care about and people that we support, but we support them realistically. So let's get into it. So first off, the definition of a black truth. A black truth is a statement that is indeed, it's true, but said with malice or bad intent. We really want to watch the malice. We want to watch the things that we say with our mouths because our words can pierce. There was that trend of sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's not true. And we have to be realistic about how we go into a conversation. We have to utilize emotional intelligence. Here pretty soon, I'll be releasing a series that me and Mike Tyson, shout out to Mike Tyson, are doing over emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is very important. And even after reading the book a couple times, there are still a lot of things that I like to work on and things that I have to work on, especially, when it comes to avoiding extremes. And so let's talk about white truth. So a white truth is a harmless or trivial lie, especially one told to avoid hurting someone's feelings, right? We have to try to find that balance between the black truth and the white, or my apologies, the white lie. When it comes down to the white lie, in the moment, it's okay, yeah, it's something harmless, but you can't let it spiral out of control. Sometimes it's better to say nothing at all than to even speak on a topic. Or, honestly, after you start to read the room and utilize emotional intelligence, in the military, around certain leaders, I understand that their ego can't grasp the fact that you're trying to learn and ask them questions. And that maybe sometimes that they need to step up. I've been in positions where I had to step up because my leadership style is more so I work for the troops. They don't work for me. Right. And so I've had to step up. I've had, people that are in my trusted circles that don't tell me white lies. They keep it 100 with me. And so then I can be reflective and be what? If somebody asks me a question, I say, hey, you know what? I don't have the answer to that, but I'll get back to you. Or I don't know. One of the most powerful things you can say is I don't know. And one of the most powerful things you can do is be silent. You know what? I don't have enough information to speak on that, because in the information age, we can go to a point where, all these opinions, people with all these opinions who don't have any background in what you're doing start getting to the point. And I've been, to that point too, because I'm imperfect, right? You get to a point where you start, things that are not facts, things that are just assumptions become facts in your mind, and you can't avoid being biased and making a biased decision. Right. That is one of the most, horrendous things you can do in society these days is not try to understand the why behind the decision. Once you understand the why behind the decision and how people operate, you can figure out how to get along and synergize with them and bring their strengths to the table and capitalize on their strengths and your weaknesses and fuse those two things together, because you can never know everything about everything. And that's where humility comes in. We want to avoid these extremes and be extremely, extremely humble. Going throughout the week, think about all the situations where maybe you told a black truth and a white lie, and you could have handled a situation differently by just not saying anything, right? We're humans, but at the same time, there is an animal instinct in us that does have jealousy, that does have envy. So we want to keep those things at bay so that we can accomplish our goals, and at the same time we can uplift people. So focus on avoiding extremes. Stay away from the black truths and stay away from the white lies. Watch your malice. Watch your tongue. Watch how it affects other people. Try to bring joy and positivity, or you can also exit the room, exit the situation, exit that person's life. Just walk away. Sometimes it's better to walk away and not have that closure than it is to open up a wound and then leave that person hurting, or even leave yourself hurting. So, this is Hungry Millennial back again with yet another Proactive Pragmatism. I appreciate you guys. If you have any questions or issues or anything that you want me to address on the podcast, you can now reach us at TommyLee@ProPrag.com. That is TommyLee@ProPrag.com. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for listening. Keep tapping in.